This is Adam Martin with your Western District Fishing Report. Here at Kentucky and Barkley Lakes, the water temps are sitting around 58 degrees, which still leaves anglers with the options of fast or slow presentations. Lake levels are at or near winter pool, and the watercolor is pretty clear right now. Lower rainfall means less runoff to stain the water, but the shorter days also mean less sunlight available for the green-colored phytoplankton, so water is naturally going to be more clear this time of year than it is during the summer. Crappie fishing has been pretty good when the weather has cooperated. Most anglers are fishing slow and spider rigging over brush piles and deepwater stake beds with live minnows. We've just completed our fall crappie net sample, and there are good numbers of 11 to 12 inch black crappie in Kentucky Lake, which are averaging around a pound each. As usual for this year, it's been more about quality than quantity. Bass fishing has also been pretty good, but it seems most bass anglers have put down their rods and picked up their guns instead in pursuit of deer or ducks. If you want to bass fish, the water clarity and temperature are in that unique zone where you could still run a rattle trap or other lipless crankbait over the flats, or you could fish the deeper shorelines and secondary points with a jerk bait and only a 1 or 2 second pause. The bass are in great shape this year, and we've seen more smallmouth caught this year than we've seen in the last 20 years, which bodes well for a fun spring next year. Unfortunately for many anglers, the weather forecast is calling for a few 20-degree nights next week. So if you haven't already, make sure your lower units and live wells are drained of all water and at least consider winterizing if you're done fishing for the year. If you do decide to get on the water, always remember to wear your life jackets and kill switches. An extra coat or change of clothes would also be a wise move for the adventurous angler this time of year. Good luck, and stay safe.
This is Jeff Crosby with the Central District Fishing Report. Lake temperatures across the area are running in the upper 40s to lower 50s. It's a great time of year to catch a few largemouth bass at many of our area lakes, such as Taylorsville and Harrington, as well as many of our small impoundments, such as Elmer Davis, Beaver, Kincaid, Corinth Lakes. Largemouth bass can be caught on a variety of lures this time of year. Jerk baits are a great option, especially when fished on points. Additionally, lipless crankbaits, shallow running crankbaits, spinner baits, chatter baits are great baits to throw this time of year. Finally, don't forget soft plastics around shoreline cover. They can also be very productive wood fish this time of year. It's also a great time of year to catch a few crappie at many of our area lakes. Fishing live minnows in about 6 to 12 foot of water can be very productive this time of year. Also, fishing crappie jigs in the same depths can also be very productive, especially when fished around shoreline brush or fallen trees. And finally, trout have been stocked across the district. Places such as Veterans Park in Fayette County, Floyd's Fork in Jefferson County, Gunpowder Creek in Northern Kentucky have been recently stocked, as well as many of the Fens lakes. So check out the department's website at fw.ky.gov for a complete list of Fens lakes in your area. So grab a pole and enjoy some great fall fishing, and I hope to see you on the water.
This is Jason Russell with your Eastern District Fishing Report. Water levels at our Army Corps lakes continue to fall. Those closest to winter pool include Dewey, Yatesville, Paintsville, and Martins Fork lakes. A few area lakes still have a ways to go, including Car Creek, Fish Trap, and Buckhorn. Most of these locations are releasing water, and tailwater sections will have quite a bit of flow. Water temperatures in area rivers are anywhere from the lower 50s to upper 40s. Smallmouth bass fishing in Tug and Leviza Forks has improved recently. Anglers are having success with crayfish pattern jigs. Water in the Tug Fork is currently clear at about 48.5 degrees. Anglers are reporting good walleye from 6 to 8 pounds being caught in the Leviza Fork in some locations. Also look for similar fish in Russell Fork. Try fishing jerk baits or stick baits near rocky banks or areas of inflowing water. Recent crappie sampling by our district staff on Yatesville Lake has shown good numbers of white crappie in the 7 to 9 inch range, with fewer large fish up to 15 inches. Fish there are staying shallow in murky water and much deeper in clear water. Anglers are continuing to find good numbers of black and white crappie on Dewey Lake. Larger white crappie are more common in the 9 to 12 inch range, with a few larger. Trout anglers are having success finding fish that were recently stocked throughout the district. With increased outflows in larger lake tailwaters, our smaller lakes are a much better choice for trout opportunity. Recent stockings at such lakes would include Martin County Lake, as well as Grants Branch and Pikeville City Lakes in Pike County. With cold and somewhat unpredictable weather approaching, it's important to be prepared while on the water. It's also worth a few extra minutes to double check that all of your equipment is working properly and that life jackets and safety equipment are used while on the water.